I said you should stop!
I got lost in the sauce!
Welcome back, Response On Players. We are here in beautiful Buffalo, New York with Godzilla. Why are we in Buffalo? Because we just had the last regional for Universus of the year of 2025. It's 2026 currently, but it was 2025 when this regional happened. Yeah, Godzilla says Happy New Year, by the way. But before we get into all of that fun stuff, I'm Steph, and I'm standing here with Godzilla. He is my partner today in crime.
Andrew, I'm pretty sure Godzilla could kill us all if he wanted.
Brian, that's 100% correct.
And I'm James. He's just my partner. No crime.
Wait, what?
Maybe.
Shouldn't you be up there then?
No. I have a segue. Is Godzilla, like, canonically male? Is he male? Does he have a gender? Can Godzilla be female?
I mean, maybe.
I believe it's always been a him.
But is that just because of, like, you know, everything is default to him, unless it's, like, pink or has a dress, you know? Like, people just... Or it's a boat, I guess. Like, everybody just, like, defaults to him for things. I feel like Godzilla could be a girl. I feel like Godzilla has big she-her energy.
Because...
Among other types of energy. Yeah.
Because they destroy everything? Or...
And because they're, like, 100 feet tall.
You know what? The tall queens, rise up. You're right.
So it looks like originally Godzilla was genderless.
Okay, so it's a they, them.
Pog?
And then...
Non-binary hero.
Yeah, it's like, and then Godzilla got a gender due to English translations.
Okay. Oh, so this is like in the original Japanese, I bet it was like some kind of like grammar thing, you know, like they have grammar that we don't. They have special grammar that we have not unlocked yet for genderless beings. Actually, we do have that. We have they and them.
It was
Yeah,
the monster.
I was like, hold on.
There's no. It was the monster. Like that was its gender.
Yeah.
And then
The monster,
in 1998, though, the
Mhm.
English, the American Godzilla was female.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
Created a bunch of other Godzillas, like little baby Godzillas that we were scared of. That was the whole.
You know what,
Interesting.
Godzilla? Actually, kill us. You deserve it.
But that was it, basically.
Interesting. Well, now we know. That was very important. I'm glad you could all be here today for this.
Speaking of Godzilla, guess who wasn't showed at Buffalo?
Oh my god.
Godzilla.
No wonder I'm looking at this list and I'm like, I just feel like something's missing. Like, I just feel like it could be better. I feel like it could be more well-rounded, you know? That is what, like, literally I sat here looking at this and I was like, I don't like this and I can't decide why. That's why.
There's no Godzilla.
It's because you hate Mikasa.
I don't actually hate Mikasa. I love
The
Mikasa.
character,
And I'm
no.
happy to see her here. Both
Now
kinds of
hold on a
Mikasas.
minute. Godzilla did show up. He was just in the. He's cosplaying like a small child called
Oh,
Crystal
true.
Lens.
You know what? Fair.
I don't
Like-
appreciate
And then-
you comparing Godzilla to Krista. Krista sucks. Like,
Hey,
as a character.
Whoa!
they are the same.
Mm,
I
mm.
want you to figure out
They
the
play.
difference
They
between
play
these two
blue
pictures.
card, play 5 diff, win game.
I guess.
Game.
Yeah, they're talking about it in the universe. It's not actually.
Oh, I was talking about source material, Krista, but sure. Yeah, I guess in universes too.
Also, monster. So
Yeah, they
they're
are
the
both
same.
monsters. Yeah.
Oh, all right, you heard it here first.
No, I don't even remember like what Krista does from the source material that much. I just remember she's like, spoilers, kind of. Not that spoiler, different spoiler. I just remember she's like competing for like, what's his name? Main character's attention a little bit. And I have like main girl syndrome where I only like the main female character as a love interest, so that made me mad.
Hey,
So
me
she's
too,
just
baby.
been on my shit list forever.
That's
It's
fair.
just how it is. Also, like, I liked her with someone else, and it didn't happen. It made me sad.
Yeah, so you're like, this is my ship. Every other ship is not canon, but this one is canon because it's what I like.
More, not really. It was just like, first of all, I don't like you, and second of all, like, you didn't end up in the story that I wanted you to end up in, so now I super don't like you.
Fair enough. Fair enough, I guess.
I hope nobody really likes Krista who's listening to this. I'm sorry.
I hope they do. I hope you say something about it in the comments.
I'm sorry.
As you should.
Yeah, screw you, Travis Tangeman.
I only like the character in the game. I don't know how much he. How
I
well
have
he
no
feels
idea.
about as a character in the medium.
Well,
Hey, Travis, comment down below.
So we have a question.
thankfully, Christo is only 4.9% of the breakdown. That was also what Izuku Midoriya on the move was. A little bit above that was Mikasa was 6.2%. Bridget was the same, 6.2%. Rodan 7.4, Hanzoi 7.4, and then Deviljin 7.4. So I was surprised to see Deviljin here because I know he got changes, and I thought maybe in like UVS style, usually when they introduce changes to a character, maybe I'm wrong. It seems like that character just kind of drops off. Actually, that might not be UVS's fault. I think we've talked about this in previous episodes, but when they nerf a character a little bit, I think people tend to kind of like go crazy on it. They're like, "Oh, he's dead. It's over," and they just like drop him.
I mean, 100%.
That is the thing.
That does happen, but in this case, when I think it was the November ban list dropped. I mean, Deviljin lost teaming with the Attack Titan because that card got banned. But I have said, while I do think that November ban list was good, I don't think that ban list touched Deviljin hardly at all, because clearly Deviljin is still well represented here, and we've all seen what Deviljin can do without teaming. So they just take away an attack card from him, and I just don't think his kill potential really changed all that much. Just this makes sense. Like, I'm not surprised seeing Deviljin here, but not seeing Godzilla on the front of this meta breakdown, probably part of the 55% others. But this was some of these were expected. Like, I expected to see Rodan, I expected to see Deviljin. Deku 6 was a little lower than what I expected, but I just love seeing Bridget, a Guilty Gear character, on this breakdown. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised to see her because she had like a crazy like loop or something. I'm a little outside of the competitive meta right now because I stepped back from competitive to just have fun. Highly recommend, by the way.
You will actually have a lot more fun in life itself.
If you are not enjoying competing, just don't. You can just play cards.
Just don't.
I figured that out and I was like, actually this owns. So not really. I'm not really up on competitive meta as much anymore. But
I mean,
super elite. It's the best.
I could agree, but I'm also just stubborn. So you know. But yeah, Bridget had basically a pseudo infinite before her day one errata, where with Filet Fling, Ray Filet, the backup, if you had, what was it, two Filet Flings and two Filet Flings and then Ray Filet, the backup, you could play Filet Fling, you then Ray Filet, stuff the card pool, flip the first Filet Fling to just drop the attack. And then you play the other Filet Fling, pick up the face down one, stuff their card pool, flip it, and you just kind of loop that until their entire deck's in their card pool. And
that did get day one eroded, or is this still?
Yes, that got changed.
Okay, gotcha. But the tournament didn't happen before the errata, right?
No,
okay.
The errata
was before we even got the cards.
Oh, that's right, because it's day one. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So she's still good even after that, then.
Yes. I would say so.
So.
I think she's still really cool, and she just doesn't have. She technically still can do that sort of loop. It's just a bit harder.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not nearly as safe.
It's much more dangerous. She didn't end up topping this event, but I think maybe we just need a little bit more time with the character, because I do think word on face, that character seems very good.
Very good.
I will say in round one of the stream, we got to see JJ play it against Matt, I believe, from Combat Power on Ghidorah, and he got to show like a version of the loop using finger guns and invisible infiltration.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was sick.
Dude, that was so cool. Like, I was watching the pieces move, and I'm like, this is still really kind of wild.
Like, this is
kind of not okay still.
Yeah. But there's a lot of pieces.
It required more pieces, so it didn't feel as dumb.
Yeah, no, like watching JJ play the character with those lines, it was very cool to watch. A lot of cool games just on stream in general.
Yes.
I
Very
think
true.
my favorite was actually it was TC on Ymir versus I think Jacob Hyatt, I believe, on Rodan. It was a very very interesting like back and forth. I was on the edge of my seat watching that game. It was awesome. It was so fun to watch. Like I loved that match.
I was gonna say a thing that I thought is kind of interesting here is that we got 6.2% for Mikasa Ackerman, Hizuru's Hope, or Mikasa 4, as some people will call her.
Or Mikasa Sukasa, if you're Jake.
That's true. He would say that at least once. So the math says that means there were 5 Mikasas in the tournament, and 3 of them made top 8.
Which is pretty interesting. I mean, Mikasa 4 is, a pretty good, has shown to be a pretty good, like, meta character, just because of, there are a handful of, attacks that can clear themselves, or at least they have them leave the pool, and then you just slam down a Luna to Tahiris for basically nothing, and then you kill your opponent in game.
Yeah, in Glasgow there were 3, and all 3 of them converted to top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like she has a very strong conversion rate in
Well,
the last couple of events.
Do you guys think she needs to be like fixed, or is it just she's just a strong character?
She's definitely a strong character.
Yes, she sees a million cards, which is a big deal.
But
she can brick, but it's
she is a
hard.
5-hander. She needs to see at least an attack, and needs to constantly see at least one attack with her draws in order to keep going. And for the damage that she can give, she needs to reveal a weapon card. So if you don't have a weapon card in hand, you can't give damage. So like if you drop an anchor toss, which I believe is a 3 mid 2, and if you don't have a weapon to reveal, then you're just hitting your opponent for 2 damage that clears itself, which clearing is still a really good deal for this character. But, 2 damage is nothing. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll take 2. That's not 12.
Even a 7-hander will be like, yeah, man, 2 damage, you got me. Like, who cares?
Yeah. And
unless
after
it's the last 2.
After rotation, they're going to be losing the dual needle lunge, which is a pretty big part of the kit, especially with weapon at the ready.
That attack's very good.
So, it's possible it may not be as good after rotation, but it seems very strong.
Yeah, very, very good. And with it being very good, speaking of being very good, Devilgen, like we said, is also still very good. I don't really remember what all he loses with rotation.
No.
Kraken will probably definitely be like the biggest one.
Oh,
Kraken, yeah, like
he does lose.
But I don't even know if
Kraken.
that's good enough. Like, you could probably just replace it, and while you don't have the bit of interaction, you might be able to just play through it. That happens often
maybe
anyway. You just don't see it, and you play through their options.
I think it can matter because it does get to answer 2 pieces if your rival has an asset. And that can matter. And even if you Devilgen just happens to not kill them on that turn that they have Chimera Kraken, they get to that one foundation that they committed is also frozen, so your rival's down a resource going into their next turn, making it a bit harder to try to kill Devilgen. I personally, because Brian and I have been practicing for Worlds with a list that we're both wanting to take, and of course we tested the Devilgen because Devilgen's very good right now, and boy, I don't care how good this deck is not fun. I don't like to play this deck.
You don't like playing Devilgen or just playing against him?
Both.
Okay, fair.
I don't think either part is really that fun.
It really isn't.
Is it just because he's like hyper aggro and it's like he turned 2 dead? Or is it uninteractable?
Honestly, it's massive mutant machine. 3M just he gets to activate it so easily if he sees equipment heist.
Yeah.
And get it. like then they become very uninteractable.
Critical mass type deck. It gets to the point where like if you don't kill him fast enough and he gets to build all 3 mutants, just gonna swing some health bar every turn. You can't block.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like without that, I think he feels really fair, and I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah, like there were a couple times where, well, actually for both Brian and myself, whenever we piloted the deck, if we didn't actually see the heist line, the game felt very fair. Still, like Delvigent still felt pretty good.
Still very scary, but not in the same way.
Yeah, so like, but without the heist line, you could actually potentially live. You could actually see next turn. And it was a fair game.
Yeah, you just had to block and call the zone checks that were going to happen.
Yeah. Because, like, and that's another thing. Delvigent still does it really well is he's zone check the deck. He'll bring in attacks, give damage, and say, all right, this high attack, I'm going to bring in this low attack. I'm going to make this high a low. Do you actually have the low block? You do? Sick. All right. Well, I'm going to basically repeat again. Hey, this is a low attack. You got another low block? He's just really good at zone checking.
Yeah. Very easy to just go oops all lows or oops all highs.
Oops all mids, but, that's not as strong.
I actually don't think he can, because the good build has a bunch of highs and a bunch of lows. And, like, one mid, maybe.
My point stands.
I mean, the version that got to second, Kyle Croft's list, also will lose Tentacle Grasp.
Yeah.
That's also one of his like that's just another thing, but like easily you could just find another throw.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just kind of the big thing is like that's a throw that you can just make huge. So if they're low health, you just say, yeah, this will kill you, guaranteed. I don't care if you block it or not.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure there's a throw on at least 2 of his symbols from the AOT sets.
I think the biggest thing is that this is a 3 difficulty throw. You can play it late in the string, give it a ton of damage.
Yep.
It's true.
And if you have 3 it just makes it even bigger.
But you can also do that with just a 3M or 2 on the first one. And you go, man, it's on a 4.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the 3Ms on board already and you just have Tentacle Grasp, you just drop this and say, all right, do you have Throw Hate, or can you cape it? Can you drop the attack somehow?
Can you block it? What's your plan?
Well, I mean, at that point, if they try to block it, you just make it huge with the 3Ms. It's like, and if they're low enough, it's like, I don't care if you block it, you still die.
That's true.
Which is, is pretty sure, I'm no genius here, but I'm pretty sure that's the point of why that's in the deck.
Probably. I would say probably.
I will say, to kind of move off of Delvigent real quick, I was a little surprised to see Hanj 1 be as represented as she was, because 9 Titans got banned in that same ban list that quote-unquote hurt Delvigent, but Hanj is still here swinging without 9 Titans.
Yeah, I mean, Hanj, if I'm remembering correctly, won Glasgow. So, like, the deck is still very much real.
So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically...
Right. Definitely topped in Glasgow.
Basically proving that, 9 Titans just made the deck actually stupid, but even without 9 Titans, the deck can still rock.
Did not convert this time, though. None made it into the
no
top
conversions. I was going to say, I do think that there's an idea where it turns out that with 9 Titans, everybody went, okay, let's do this because it's got to be messed up. They're like, yeah, this is kind of messed up. And they got banned. And they're like, it probably is actually still good.
Yeah, you just need to find a better, like, 4-diff backup to replace 9 Titans, which, granted, when you're looking at 9 Titans, that's not exactly easy, because 9 Titans was, fucked up.
Yeah.
So, it's not exactly an easy task, but, I mean, like James said, Hanj won Glasgow, so there was something there.
For sure.
What the hell is Hawks doing here? Why is there randomly a Hawks here?
It's Heist Hawks.
It's Ryan Levine.
I don't know what that means.
Ryan Levine is a big Hawks enjoyer, and plays Hawks with equipment heist.
Oh, this
the
is
Hawks
like
player.
He's like a one trick,
Yeah.
like Hawks
Yeah,
player.
he is
Okay,
pretty
gotcha.
much just only plays.
Oh, wait, that's negative. I
Hawks
don't mean
and
it like
Shannon.
that. I mean like he's like a Hawks
He's,
fanboy type. Like he's slamming out the Hawks games. This is like
Yeah,
Hawks in his perfected state.
He
Yes,
has
I do
mentioned
think if you
multiple
wanted
times.
to play Hawks, you should be looking at his lists.
Yeah,
Interesting.
like he's mentioned multiple times that he really likes what Hawks does, and Hawks has really cool words. And yeah, Brian Levine's just been piloting like an equipment heist Hawks list.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
And also with Turtles setting the standard with it making all your other attacks base stats 4/4, turns his feathers into 4/4s.
Oh shit.
On
He
one
turns into
diff.
4 6s.
That's
yeah,
cool.
because of the damage that
Hawks
can. Yeah, so it's pretty cool to make a 1 diff 4 mid for 6 base effectively. It's pretty
And then
funny.
if he ends up with the was it Featherstorm is the one that increases?
Yeah, Featherstorm
increases
becomes
the
6
to make him
6s.
6 6s. Yeah, oops, it's 6 6. Oops, it's 6 6.
You love to see
then
it.
And then he repeats grabbing them.
And then he gives
plays
it
enough of
5/5.
them that he can build out the MMs.
Yeah, it's kind of like that is a deck that I thought the heist 3 like strategy was actually kind of cool, and then everyone started trying to run it. It's like, okay, now I'm tired of seeing this everywhere.
I'm tired of you.
That's
Is it-
because of 3M.
And I genuinely think it is just heist and just making 3M toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this the same story with Rodan, or is this just Rodan being Rodan?
I mean, Rodan is just very good. Rodan's not.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen a Rodan list try to do the 3M.
I don't even think they can. They don't have evil.
Shenanigans. No, but they can play 3M, and on air
Sure.
you can do like dramatic / pristine sword play. Like I tried that just because I was curious, and I mean it's there, it can work, but you need the pieces. Like you can't heist in the 3Ms, and with dramatic / you need a momentum to build in a 3M from your drop. So like you do need a couple things to go right for that list. But yeah, Rodan's just very good. Like, if you're playing Rodan, you're more than likely playing him on Void, because Void is just his best symbol. He's got a lot of good pieces. Yeah, just Rodan's very good.
If you're playing Rodan, I think you're just doing Void good stuff, and you're just playing the best cards that you're allowed to play on Void with your attunes.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of going off.
Agreed.
Which, that list actually, or at least the list that is here, kind of loses a few things.
It loses Rejuve Smash.
Loses Rejuve Smash, Hacker Extraordinaire will be gone,
Hacker's
Shield will be gone.
Hacker's gonna suck to lose, actually.
Machos will be gone. Or no, sorry, no Machos won't be
gone.
No,
Machos won't be gone.
No. They could say another year. Web of Blades would be gone, but that's kind of like a weird tech piece.
I like Web of Blades. That's a tech piece.
I think Web of Blades is cool, but...
Yeah, Web of Blades is very cool.
That's the reset, right? It's like the speed reset or something? It's like either speed or damage?
If it's below printed, it gets +2.
Yeah, I use the hell out of that one. That's crazy. It's just a tech piece.
No,
that feels like a staple to me almost.
It's pretty good.
Decks, I think it is.
Yeah, especially against just those decks that want to stat manipulate your attacks. You just say, well, it's getting 2 more. Like, you thought you made it slower, you thought you made it weaker. It's actually getting 2 more. So deal with it.
I'm also seeing one of these Mikasas is not like the other. Everyone else is on, like, death, it looks like, and there's just, like, one random on air. I actually know River. So what was going on with River's deck? Did you guys look at it?
He's playing the first Mikasa.
Yeah.
Not
the
fourth Mikasa.
So that's super not like the others. Okay. Interesting.
One of these is not like the other.
One of
these just doesn't belong.
I almost did the robot chicken one, and that would have been probably not good.
Try to get us in trouble?
Nah, we'd probably been fine. I'm pretty sure you can watch that on YouTube. So
it's fair.
But yeah, I watched the match. That was the top 8 match I believe they showed was Jacob Hyatt versus River Cook. And look, this was cool. I mean, it was just like, hey, clearing stuff is very good. Obviously, we're seeing the other Mikasas do that and see a lot of success, and we're just going to do the same, but give it a bunch of speed instead of trying to give it damage. And we'll just draw new cards, etc. Use Defiant Stance to re-ready. I'd have to look at the list to be 100% sure how this looked.
I am I do like seeing Mikasa 1 here. I know what it was like between like AOT 1 and I think AOT 2. Like Mikasa 1 was actually just crazy good, and she had to get an errata.
She got an errata right before any actual event.
Yeah, it is
big event, I should say. I believe the community event went off.
Yeah.
With her having not been changed yet.
Yeah, it was
the one that Tam and David was putting on.
Yeah, it was really cool to see just Mikasa 1 make top cuts, which is again pretty crazy considering her errata. But also, she's gotten a lot more weapons to play with, so it makes sense since her errata attacks made it to where she could only clear one weapon attack. So she got more toys to play with, and I've once or twice looked at Mikasa 1 because thinking, well, is she good now? She's got more weapons, but of course, if any character has a good chance to be good, I'm of course not going to build that deck because apparently that's just how my brain works.
True, you're like, it's too obvious.
I do like the Genghis Frog. I think that's a cool addition.
Yeah, I was like Hunter's Ally into Genghis Frog and Hunter's Ally into Kiyomi Azumabuti is really cool. To just I'm gonna draw a bunch of extra cards. I'm gonna get a bunch of extra free damage, and then use Levi's Relentless Spirit and Defiant Stance to just have a million cards to commit for when you deal damage draw.
Yeah,
that's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I was really high on this character when they were broke as hell. So I love to see that them coming back because I do think the idea of this character is really cool.
Yeah, it is very cool because I remember trying to build for this character, for maybe 10 minutes before she got errated, and then everyone just broke the code and it was like, no, this character is actually crazy.
I see another card that's going to rotate that's pretty good. Incompatible quirks.
Yeah, that was a Jeopardy card.
List.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That makes sense. I think that card's really dope.
I think that one was played in the original lists back when the first deck came out.
It's just you re-ready it, and then Levi's wasn't out yet in the original list, so Levi's Relentless Spirit is exactly what you want to do.
I love that card so much. It was so fun in my Ochako deck. I loved it.
It's just cool. It's just a cool card.
Yeah, it's very cool. It has I think its deadlock words are kind of relevant. Just a free 1/1 to your attack. But also just being able to use it for checks or commit costs, and then after an attack hits, you just get to ready it so you get a resource back. It's very cool.
Yeah, the fact that you're allowed to do it 3 times is crazy.
Yeah, 3 readies, then it flips.
And if you can find a way to unflip it,
you just unflip it.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry, let me do it again.
I get it 3 more times.
And you wouldn't get it 3 more times because it's still I don't remember actually. Is it still the same card?
That's a good point. I actually don't think it is.
If it's not the same card, then you get it 3 more times. If it is the same card still, technically, then you would get it 1 more time and then flip again. But then, obviously, as Ochako or something else, you don't care. You just readied it 80 billion times, and then you just unflip it, and then get to re-ready it a bunch of times again.
It's still very good.
Remember, it is. Yeah, it's really good. That's why its other abilities are bad. You can't block with it. It's not a great check.
Yeah. No, the card
is very very strong. I probably my favorite, tentatively out of set 2 for Attack on Titan. I like this card a lot.
I think it's probably one of my favorite foundations. I think that card's really cool. I think it does exactly what you want to see a card like this do on the symbol.
Yep.
It's very sick.
I know Andrew hates Devil Jin. I like Devil Jin. I like seeing him place in things, and I like seeing him do well. I just think he's very stylistically cool as a character, from source material, just the guy Devil Jin, and also the character in UVS.
I just want to say the character I think is very cool and very interesting. I just hate that he abuses Heist and 3M. I hate
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say, I believe it's like Andrew and I just have a vendetta against Equipment Heist right now.
That's fair.
Not to the level of Jake's crash outs against combined firepower, but
Yeah,
man,
like
this is.
I just want to make it clear that I like the words on Devil Jin, and I think it's very cool. I just hate that he can easily abuse cards like Heist and 3M, and mostly it's just Heist and by association 3M's fault. Like, I think the character's very cool, but with him using Heist and 3M, nah, hate it.
That's fair.
I agree.
I've had similar feelings about someone you might know, Andrew. His name is Toya. You may know him.
Character's trash.
He is trash.
I want to piggyback off of what Andrew said here. I think he's right on the nose. I think the words on Devil Jin are perfect. We should unerrata him.
I did not. Okay, I will.
That's what he said. Those are his words.
That is not what I said.
That's what he said. He said he liked the words on the card.
You said that so corporately. I sat up and was like, I'm in a fucking meeting. It sucks.
I'm in a meeting.
I'd
triggered me.
With the council, I believe that he's right. That actually we should change the card back to the way it was. No,
because then it just says, "Hey, Goblin Bolt on every turn. Deal with it."
Yeah, the Goblin Bolt cancel was also really awful.
Fair and balanced, really honestly. Cool. We need it back.
Shut your rage baiting ass up.
I think Devil Jin is really cool. He does a lot of really cool things. The problem is that because he does a lot of cool things, he can accidentally break cards that shouldn't be broken.
Mm-hmm.
Such as Goblin Bolt. Like, if someone actually had to play Goblin Bolt, you wouldn't be upset about them doing all of its effects to you. He doesn't have to do that. That's what makes it so annoying in him. He doesn't have to play 3 attacks to activate Equipment Heist, and therefore he gets to break it, because he only has to play 1, sometimes, usually 2 attacks, but sometimes only 1 attack. If he just checks, and he can activate it, and he can fix it from there, and get a 3M activation on 1 single card.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That like, it feels bad to check your 3 and use your ability that early, but also being able to start using Equipment Heist right away is like really strong.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm like.
As long as you check well throughout the rest of the turn, you are kind of unstoppable.
You don't have to check that well. You can just choose to end your turn a little early, get a couple of Equipment Heists, and go, next turn I'm killing you.
Yeah,
you get 1, can you do 35?
And that's the thing too, is like I've also had a couple games with Devil Jin where, yeah, they used their once per turn early, but it didn't matter because they just still got to check well and just kill me. So sometimes, even if they use it early, doesn't really matter.
All right, so we all know that Devil Jin is the GOAT. Sometimes, even the best trip sometimes, though. They did not win the event. Who won?
Sure.
That would be Mikasa, Ackerman, Hazuru's Hope. And not really surprised.
Oh my god.
Played against that deck one time in Toronto, and I was like, they sure did just sit there. Yep. That was a game.
They sure just sit there and
I did.
had a smug look on their face.
I just watched them play about 1 trillion attacks, and I was playing Ryu too, so I was playing a character that like has really good defense actually, and it was like, okay, like just whatever, fine. Fine. Yeah. I'll lose.
Mikasa 4, Hazuru's Hope. She just had to do it to you. That's how it works.
She didn't have to, but she did. That's fine.
Yeah, I think she's not quite as egregious as far as what Devil Jin does, but I think she has a good matchup into Devil Jin, which matters. And she sees 1 million cards.
Yep.
Yeah, this deck is like perfect. I've played against it a few times as Devil Jin, and it's just like, it's near insurmountable with the level of interaction they have specifically with this Devil Jin deck, from things like forcing surrender to kick out Equipment Heist, and Dark Ward to protect that forcing surrender from things like Goblin Bolt, and the fighting for controls when you play your Equipment Heist. It's just like, there is a lot going on that, I mean, even Quenma's task, they cancel your equipment heist, and then that puts it out, and they can easily get rid of the other ones. That way they can play another and rip cards. Like, it's very, very good into the Devil deck. I mean, it's a masterpiece in dismantling that deck. I truly believe that.
I'm also a
I would
little
agree.
surprised they're not running food. It's not great, but it just eats equipment heist.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't think they necessarily need it with everything else that they've got.
I was gonna say once forcing surrender rotates, but also it will rotate at the same time. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
yeah, I'm afraid of what's gonna happen when we get rid of a lot of the things that get to interact with things like equipment heist on our opponent's turn. What that's gonna look like for the game.
Yeah, I'm scared, but also very excited and intrigued of what is going to happen.
Yeah, it's a big shakeup. Post Worlds is always a big shakeup, so I'm excited to see what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm been ready for a while. I'm super ready for rotation. I want to see some of the cards that we've seen nonstop for the last 3 years go away. Like, I'm ready for something new.
What's your number one? What card do you want out of here?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's just like, I guess one of the big ones, even though my deck runs it, like Kraken, it's just like any deck on those symbols has to run it, otherwise you're throwing kind of feeling. Like, it's just so good. Same thing with like, I don't know. I feel like we'd have to have a place for these cards, otherwise the aggro decks are just going to run over. But like Barrier Shield and like Showdown and stuff like that, like those cards have to exist, otherwise the aggro decks just get to run free. But I would like to see, but it's just like you have to run those in your decks. Like if you're running on those symbols and you're not running those cards, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. And we've been seeing, those same cards in the list for long. They're staples for a reason. They're very good, but I'm just ready to see some new ones.
I think we're also I think there's just a lot of aggro like running around right now, with the exception of Rodan or Deku 6 who are control heavy, but I feel like most of the decks right now are just aggro decks.
Let's just look at the top 8. Mikasa, Ockerman, Hazura's Hope is aggro. There's 3 of those. Devil Jin is aggro.
Yeah, Rodan is the only one on this list that's not aggro.
I would argue Ryan Levine and is basically combo. Like the Hawks list is probably a combo deck because it actually has to play all the cards to activate.
Yeah, I suppose.
Its combo, which obviously isn't necessarily like everybody has to be aggressive to win. You pretty much have to kill your opponent by hitting them. There's not really other ways to do that in this game.
Yeah, I feel like combo still falls under one of like the main, like the big 3. Like, so like the combo is try to assemble the equipment heist as quickly as possible and kill them.
It's just that
like
I still think it's and now I may play all the pieces.
Yeah, I still think it
because of it
is considered. I would consider it an aggro deck when you're trying to like spam out 3M as quick as possible and kill them with 11/11s. Like,
the only reason I wouldn't consider it the same is because it requires so many moving pieces.
Yeah.
Whereas most of our actual aggro decks don't care. They just say, did I see orange? I play the orange.
That's fair.
But as like the Hawks and Ezra Miller and Rodan, they go, okay, well, I've got to play a little bit more methodically, and then I get to a point where, I see the orange, I have to play the orange.
You think the Crystal deck is not aggro? I think it's just City Rampage, see orange, play orange, right? Like,
I don't know as much for this one. I can't speak to this deck specifically, the Ezra Miller one. I don't think that's how Travis was playing his, and that's the one I know, like, in my head.
So I know previously, like back when he played, when he played it at Nats, it was definitely a slower deck. But when he played it at Atlanta, it was just Godzilla with Krista's face on it. It was City Rampage, see orange, play orange, which looks like This is
Yeah,
trying to
that's
do
what
at
it looks
least
like when
something
I'm
similar.
looking at it real quick, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I guess this one's probably a little bit more aggressive. Restack your sixes, go off.
Mm-hmm.
Restack your sixes, go off. Restack your city rampages, draw them so you can make sure to do them again. Like, I get the idea here. It's obviously very strong. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Yeah, so it really kind of boils down to 2 out of the 8, so 25% of the top cuts were not trying to kill their opponent on like turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, speaking of like Rodan and Deku 6, well, we have Rodan here in top 8, but Deku 6 did not convert. We don't see Deku 6 anywhere in the top cut. I can understand the annoyance with playing into control. I personally can also see the annoyance into playing into aggro. Like, both are annoying to play into depending on who you ask. I personally am just tired of seeing turn 2, turn 3 aggro decks.
In my case, I think control is usually fine if it doesn't have a way to be oppressive. If it doesn't have like an answer that always answers.
I think Rodan has kind of started to slowly fall into that, because I used to think that Rodan, there was like hardly any answers to Rodan, but now we're in an age where you have Megalomania, where you can turn off the character. You have a couple of cards to combat the speed hate that Rodan can give, or you can remove cards from his discard pile, like the top card of his discard pile, if it's going to be meaningful speed manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think right now there are ways to answer Rodan, whereas before, like maybe a year ago, there was little to no answers to Rodan, and that felt really bad. And then there's Deku 6, who, like, that deck does not seem fun to play into at all. They're just going to sit there and stall you out until they have enough to kill you with Phantom Threat.
I will say I had a good time playing into Deku most times. It definitely got to a point, like, it's a late game style deck, where it got to a point where it's like, I think I just lose now because I didn't close it out yet. And I should have. I needed to close it out this last turn, and I didn't. So now I have to figure out some way to not let them close it out. But yeah, for sure, I think there's a lot going on with that, and I think it's not common for that to be the option.
And I've also said this in a previous episode, I'm pretty sure, where I like the words on Deku 6, and I could see myself playing this character because I think the words are pretty cool and they facilitate like how I like to play the game. But that also just translates into these, no, I'm not going to let you hit me until I'm ready to one-shot you. And that is not fun. One thing, also, we're talking about cards rotating. Deku 6 does lose Phantom Threat on when rotation hits.
It's a big card for them.
So that I'd say we could see a bit of a shakeup, but I also think we won't, because I think instead of Phantom Threat, Deku 6 will just kill you with Faucet Flurry.
I feel you get to interact with Fodge and Flurry, which is the big difference. The fact that they lose one of their best flash pieces is the reason that I think
that's fair. Yeah,
will not be as scary.
That is fair,
because you get to play the game on the attack that they're trying to kill you on.
One thing that's kind of crazy to me, and we talked about it, and other people have talked about it, how good we think Megalomania is going to be. Not a single one of these top decks are running it.
It's true. And also, there was the Ghidorah on round 1 in Buffalo, and I don't think I saw Megalomania at all. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to see Ghidorah at all because of Megalomania.
I think he is. I'm flipping through it real quick. Yeah, he's the only one playing Ghidorah, and he actually did very well. He got 13th.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Matthew Antonio did very well. I played him at a different event. We talked about Ghidorah because I'm also a Ghidorah enjoyer. We had to play the mirror, and it was awful. But
yeah, I can only imagine.
But yeah, like, I was also surprised when I tuned into to round 1, saw Bridget. Not surprising, because I was like, oh, she's cool. And then saw Ghidorah, and I'm like, huh. Okay, let's see what's gonna go on. I don't think the Ghidorah list has meaningfully changed. I think if Ghidorah starts being scary again, you're just going to see a lot of characters that play Megalomania to just undo it and win the game for free.
Yep.
Well, I'm tired of 2025. This all happened in 2025. That's over with. That's old news. It's 2026. Who cares about anything that happened last year?
I'm tired, boss.
I'm so tired, boss.
I'm tired. We're going to talk about 2026 now because there's cool things happening in 2026. There's regionals. As you might know, Universus regionals. And we have been promised. They held our hands and looked into our eyes, and they promised us that they're going to be really good next year. The regionals are. And I'm hopeful for that, honestly. I went to, a few of us went to the Riftbound regional down in Houston. And granted,
cool.
Riot just can throw money, just literally just throw money at anything and make it like as crazy as they want. And I know UVS is operating on a slightly smaller budget. Slightly.
Only slightly.
Tempering expectations. But I do hope that, they took some, kind of took some notes from that because there's a lot of cool things to like about the Riftbound Regional. And I think there are things that can be replicated by UVS. And I would like to see it.
I would like to say that from what I read from like the Twitch chat of the Buffalo regional, they also had in between rounds. They had some I guess interview style kind of in between footage.
I thought a lot of that was very interesting.
Yeah, it was very cool, very fun. To have that in between rounds instead of just just hey, we'll be back shortly for like an hour.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, they had that for Riftbound. So it was very cool to see that brought over to the Buffalo Regional, and I hope to continue to see that more going forward with Universus.
Sure.
I think one of the biggest things that I want to see at these regionals, since I am not really playing competitive anymore, is like, and I know we've done good about this in the past, but like more side events, but also like more of a reason to play in side events. So obviously like the prize wall, I would love to see that like built out. I don't know if this is possible from a licensing standpoint. I promise this episode's not going to be about regionals too much, but I do want to talk about this because I didn't get to talk about regionals. I want to see cool prize wall stuff. Like when I went to Riftbound, there was a plushie that I wanted and I was able to get the plushie. So like what if we went to like, I don't know, a regional in 2026 and like, let's say, it's the year of Godzilla and everybody loves Godzilla and Godzilla's doing stuff and they have a Godzilla plushie. That would be cool.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that, like you said, from a licensing standpoint, it may be a little bit more difficult because it just depends on what they get access to. I'm sure they may be able to work something out, and hopefully that's something that we get to see is a little bit more licensed stuff that's maybe a little bit different from the normal product that we can just get. Because like, other than like the uncut sheets, like they've had some Funko Pops and stuff like that up on the wall before, but like other than like the uncut sheets, a lot of the prize wall stuff is just stuff from the game. So it'd be cool to see some more like outside stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Like they had like a Teemo hat at Riftbound. They had all these like random plushies, and like I know that that's easy for Riftbound because it's it's their IP. So they're just like, yeah, sure, buy other characters in this IP that we own and can do whatever we want with. But I know that we've had like plushies for Prizewell before. I remember seeing them a long time ago at like KC maybe. We had like there was like a Midoriya plushie at some point, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, sure.
So
I don't remember.
I know that's possible. I do know it's possible. But it looks like they are going to beef up their pricing a little bit, at least. In the latest article that they put out, where they talk about pricing at regionals, we are getting 2 new promo cards, and they are Godzilla. I'm telling you, 2026 will be the year of Godzilla. If you hate Godzilla, you're in for a bad time, because it's going to be all Godzilla all the time.
And I won't say that. I won't say that because Godzilla's like right here, and I'm pretty sure Godzilla will kill me if I say anything but.
Hey, that's genuine praise. Godzilla is cool.
Remember?
So it's weird to not like Godzilla.
Remember how strong the Godzilla like Challenger series was? Remember how like broken Godzilla and like Rodan and like Ghidorah are? Well, imagine a whole set of that. That's what you're about to get. That's what I'm hoping for anyway.
But I mean, I'm excited to see what comes out of the set. The Burning Godzilla, I'm not excited to deal with whenever we get there, but
I don't know. Just kill him like everybody else.
They're
yeah. Oh yeah, younger Tagoro. Hey, just block, stupid.
Hey, man.
they
Just
It's that
are
younger
easy.
Tagoro
Works
anymore.
for Tam. Just block.
this block.
Played the exact character that was good into younger Tagoro.
Exactly. Sometimes that's how it works.
Just know the meta
You
and
were
beat
gonna say
it.
something.
I was just gonna say they're gearing us up for Year of Godzilla with this pricing. They've got a participation promo with Godzilla on it and a top 32 with
Mechagodzilla.
Mecha, yeah. Yeah, Mechagodzilla. True.
That's Kiryu.
Okay, the participation promo is funny because it's like Godzilla. First of all, I thought Godzilla was holding a sword in this, and I was like, "That's fucking sick." Why has nobody ever given Godzilla a sword before?
Because,
Oh, and the left
because
one?
he would be too powerful.
Yeah, because it's his tail,
That
but
would
it
be
looks
too
like
scary.
it looks like he's holding a sword, and I'm like, he's
I can
about
see
to
that.
like demolish these children. First of all, second of all, I like how these kids are like standing triumphantly on rubble, and they're holding skateboards with their little knee pads on, and it's like, what are you going to do against Godzilla? Like,
No.
is this a joke?
We are those children. Godzilla is our champion.
Oh, is he like fighting for? I thought they were gonna fight against him, and I was like, "You children are about to die horribly."
Nah, Godzilla's usually a good guy.
Godzilla is just like, what can you do? And then these kids with the freaking skateboards are like, totally gnarly kickflip.
I know they're like, we're so against authority, we could do whatever we want.
And then Godzilla's like, "Bait," and then blows up
Based.
Tokyo and leaves.
Based, and he does a kickflip.
Godzilla, known anti-authority figure.
I know.
Godzilla is.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think both these arts are really cool. They're both from comic runs. I could
Looks
not
like it,
tell you
yeah.
which ones without like actually researching. I don't remember them.
Probably the Godzilla
same.
comics.
I've read a
Wow,
couple,
yeah.
but like I haven't read these two. But they look great. Like both arts look really cool.
Yeah.
I like how
both
the
are good.
Mechagodzilla has like bomber jets like scrambling in the background. I can't tell if they're scrambling to fight him or to fight along with him, and like he is a bomber jet. You know, like imagine like Fortunate Son starts playing and Mechagodzilla is just like flying over your head. Like, what's happening here?
I believe Kiryu is the good Mechagodzilla.
Oh, so he is like scrambling with the jets. Okay, so he's a patriot. I'm glad we understand that.
I believe so. I could be wrong, and people in the comments who are bigger Godzilla heads than me, including Jake, who isn't in the comments, but will probably yell at me afterwards.
They're called Godzillers. Thank you.
I don't think that's right.
You might just be making that up.
I don't think that's correct. But,
They're Godzillians.
Also, I don't think it's right, but it's probably closer. Yeah, I believe Kiryu is the good one, like the made by the good guys to protect Tokyo kind of thing.
I'd believe it. He looks like a good guy. Godzilla's just like Godzilla, like normal base Godzilla is just like so anti-hero. Like he just does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
That's why I
Godzilla
respect him.
is an anti-hero. That's absolutely true.
That's why I respect him. But yeah, I like these two promos. They're looking good. It's a strong start to the Year of Godzilla. Year of the Horse? No, Godzilla. And
Year of Godzilla.
we've got some new pricing. I think this is brand new. Have we seen this pricing structure before?
We saw it in the article that came out, I think, right before Buffalo. But we've been kind of on vacation for the last 2 weeks, so we really didn't get to talk about it that much.
Well,
we talked about it a little bit, I believe.
I'll just summarize a little bit. We got top 32 just gets a promo. Top 16 gets the 32 promo and the 16 promo. They also get a playmat. And I think this is new, the major round one buy. That was something that Riftbound had, I believe. So that's pretty cool that they're bringing that. That wasn't, like, we didn't do that before, right? The round one buy?
Correct. We didn't do round one buys in previous, basically since you started, or I've started.
Got it, okay. So top 8 gets all of that, and they also get a UCS invite. What is UCS?
That is
Championship.
That's the Worlds, pretty
yeah.
much.
Oh,
Yeah.
what does it stand for? Universus
Championship
Series.
Championship. Okay.
Yeah, Universus Championship Series.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. They also get a leather deck box. I wonder if it's the same one that James has because it looks really cool.
If it is the one that we got from Worlds last year, those deck boxes are sick.
They are sick.
So
they look
nice.
really good. Yeah. Sleeves as well. Top 4 gets all of that stuff, plus they also get the $150 travel voucher. Very nice. Top 2 gets all of that stuff, plus the... Oh, they also get like the top 4, and they get the finalist promo, and they get the travel voucher. And then first, of course, gets everything in the world, and also the
They get it
champion
all,
promo.
baby.
So, pretty cool. And then something else they're doing is, I think this was alluded to in a Levi video, but not really widely
Yes.
announced possibly, is that the grand prize for the champion of each regional gets to create an alternate universe card of themselves as a backup card inside Universus. So each champ gets to reimagine themselves as a backup card in their own likeness and cement themselves as part of the game. And I believe this sounds like it's replacing being able to make your own character, which
I don't think it's replacing it. I think
Okay.
it's just bolstering it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You win a regional, you make a backup. You win worlds, you make a character.
Oh, I see.
I think it's
Okay.
the idea.
You're not making your
Now-
own backup. You will be reskinning a backup with your likeness, from what I've
Yeah.
understood.
I think that's cool.
Yes, that's my understanding as well, which is still cool.
Well, I have a question for you guys. If you won the regional, what backup would you choose to reskin? Let's start with James, because he's furthest on the left on my screen.
Sure.
Oh god, we play backups in this game.
Yeah, you got
Sometimes.
like 5 seconds.
If you're Nick, you play backups.
What does your gut say?
My gut is I don't know. I have like hardly looked at any of these, to be honest. If we're picking a backup here, it would probably be, if I'm playing a backup in my deck, it would be whichever one that ends up being. It would be, I don't know. The Gecko is pretty solid. It was my first like top
Mondo
promo that I
Gecko.
got.
Mondo
Gecko's
Gecko, yeah. Okay.
It's a good pick. Yeah,
He's pretty
yeah.
tubular.
He is. What about you, Andrew?
Cammy, the
Oh,
chameleon.
I should have
Yeah,
done
the
it. Yeah.
chameleon.
I knew
Nope,
about
I'm
that
deleting that card.
What do you mean? The card's so cool.
That card's been eroded.
That
Andrew
much?
can't play it.
Oh, the
Oh.
errata, and you can't play it.
Oh.
What about you, Brian?
Okay, so I have a joke answer, and then I have like a less jokey answer.
Okay.
Which one do you want first?
Let's hit the joke first.
Okay, the joke is a Titan small.
Dude, I was. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Because it would be really funny.
That would be funny.
That being said, if it wasn't that, if I was picking like cards that I think are actually cool, Genghis Frog could be cool.
Ooh, Genghis
Could
Frog
do
is
up
cool.
My beard.
I like him.
Or Cynthia, is it Cynthia Ubram?
Yeah, the one
one
that
she
you can make
discarded?
the main. Yeah.
Is she-
I like
Statues
how
of
we-
Void, symbols I like.
I like how we named turtles backups.
Yeah, because they're
You mean the
Mine
good
is Titan
ones?
Small.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, if Nine Tides was still around, it'd be like, hey, man, one of us wins. Be like, can I put everybody else in response on play? And we'll be the 6 Titans. throughout games.
Would be cool.
Yeah, it would have been cool. But it's a banned card. Why would we want to make a new copy
Yeah.
of it?
Ooh, Grisha's Attack Titan actually pretty solid.
Grisha, yeah, Grisha's cool. Grisha's a solid card. So
Yeah,
makes
that
sense.
facial expression from Grisha is actually James whenever he loses in ranked finals.
Also, whenever he loses anything ever, he just kind of
Start super raging.
doesn't eat a lot of fiber, all sorts of times. That just comes up a lot.
Damn, there's no dog backups. I would pick like a cute one. Like,
Hey, we don't know what we're gonna get in the following set, right? Like, who knows?
I guess there could
Maybe
be a
there's
dog.
a really cool Godzilla backup that you want to be.
If there's a Mothra backup, that would be me. Okay.
Exactly.
My secret
That's
is
what I'm
I
saying.
love Godzilla because it's a meme, but I truly love Mothra. Like I
Mothra's
hope
sick.
I hope that she's gonna be like a good character in the set, and I also hope that we get to reveal her because that would be amazing. I'm just gonna
I want to reveal.
I'm just setting that out in the world. I want to reveal Godzilla or Mothra. Give me the 2 best characters from Godzilla to reveal, please.
Okay.
My best
Um,
characters, the 2 characters she knows.
I'm
There's
manifesting.
also a world where I would be chill with revealing the new Ghidorah because I like Ghidorah, but I know my team doesn't like Ghidorah, so I don't want to vote for that. That's just selfish.
I like
Can we
Ghidorah
reveal-
conceptually. He's
Can we
neat.
reveal the nuclear reactor that like spills and creates Godzilla?
I'm in.
No, that's gonna
Yeah.
be just like a backup. Like,
If
Or an
there's a
asset.
random
Yeah.
human character, we'll reveal them.
Can I be John Godzilla, the guy that like
John
ruined
Godzilla.
the guy that like
Yeah.
made the reactor meltdown?
Mr.
Laugh at
Godzilla.
everything.
Something like that.
there's gonna be a Shin Godzilla. I
Uh,
know there's gonna
Shin
be a
will
Shin
probably be
Godzilla. Shin would be cool. I wanna reveal Oh, I want to just play like larval form Godzilla. What if Shin Godzilla had like a flip and it was like on one side he was his silly googly eye and then you flip him over and he's like normal Godzilla? Like that would be
Little
so
baby
fun.
Godzilla.
His googly eye form is so silly. I love it. Shin Godzilla is
Just
like
a little guy Godzilla.
yeah. Just a little guy, yeah.
Just a little dude.
Just a little guy Godzilla, and he's like 10 stories tall.
Babyzilla.
Little babyzilla.
I've gotten off topic. Sorry, this happens when we start talking
have
about
we?
Godzilla.
Sort of.
Just a little
You
tiny
didn't
bit.
actually tell us what backup card you would choose out of the backup
Oh yeah,
set.
well I don't
That's
know because it doesn't exist yet. It doesn't quite exist yet because it would
pick
be
one that exists now.
Yeah. Gun to your head.
Oh, gun to my head. I'm scrolling.
She says, "Gun to my head." Say goodbye to my
I'm
family.
scrolling.
Just do the Brian cop out and pick the female Titan.
No, that's cringe. I'd probably Splinter because he's a rat.
Splinter'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't think he's very good, but that's fine.
I think he's cool though.
He is interesting.
If I will say, if it turns out that our giant monsters from this set coming up also have mutant on them, I think Splinter is probably very solid.
Yeah.
If they don't, that's less good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if they have the mutant keyword, his ability is very good.
I don't know if they
there's
will.
like a little...
They'll have the monster keyword for sure.
Well, they're going to have giant and monster. That's basically what everybody in
the
Challenger series had.
Mm-hmm.
Which was cool, and I really wish my one it's flavor and it makes sense. I really wish the Titans had giant and Titan.
Well, I feel like Godzilla's a Titan, right? Like all these big kaiju, these count as Titans.
That's why I'm like they're monsters that are giant, which
Yeah.
is a kaiju, which could be described as Titanic.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, I really wanted a world where we went, hey, here's these cards that have giant enhances, giant responses, and then AOT got to go, some of these Titans are giant.
Yeah.
They get to use that. Some of them also have Titan. The Titan cards are cards that can't be used by Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a Titan. He's a giant monster.
That's fair.
We've got monster responses and giant responses. He does those because he's those.
Yeah, like the classic,
versa, back and forth.
The classic giant, the 2-meter Titan.
2 meters. Yeah.
the 6 foot man. I believe I made a whole spiel about that at some point.
Wait, that's
why I brought it up.
And it was quite funny if it was on screen. I actually don't remember if we recorded that. I might have just ranted in the background about how a 2-meter Titan means it's literally a 6 foot person.
Yeah, but it's a Titan.
But it's a Titan. Exactly.
Oh, I would be Shadow Mage. I found it. Shadow Wizard Gang. That's cool. I would be Shadow Mage.
Shadow Wizard Gang. Shadow Wizard Money Gang?
Yeah. That would be me.
Brother.
Easy. Until they come out with like a cute little Mothra backup or something. That's me.
Little baby Mothra.
Little baby Mothra, yeah.
Have your face on it.
Yeah, it would be just Mothra, but my face on Mothra. Yeah, that's backups. That's backups. And then we also have some a smaller regional schedule. We talked about this pretty extensively, but I'm looking forward to these regionals. I think they're going to be fun. We got the Chicago one is going to be fun. Vegas and Dallas being right next to each other is not great because those places are far away from each other, but whatever. And then there's Atlanta, of course, and then the championship in November.
Yeah, hopefully we get like the beginning of June and the end of July. Like that way they're not like right back to back.
Yeah.
I would also, even though it's technically in July, I could definitely see a world where it's like the very beginning of August.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like if I go down. Yeah, technically July 31st is Friday, so it becomes the 31st, August 1st, 2nd is that weekend, is the Saturday, Sunday. So I can see a world where it's that, right? And that's not too crazy.
Also interesting that we're keeping everything contained within the 1 year this time.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Like our world is going to be in November compared to
our world is going to
February.
Be during the year that we're trying to prove that we're the champion of it.
Yeah, we're not pulling the football maneuver.
Yeah, that's one of the things I do think is really good. I do like this idea. I mean, like, obviously, Vegas, Dallas are kind of close, and that's a little awkward. We'd probably, in the future, end up with a March, May, July, September, November schedule, like in 2027, where there's a dead month in between each one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which basically becomes a March is the regional, April is all the local championships, May is the regional, June is all the local championships, you know, setting up for the round after, which totally makes sense. I think that feels really solid.
Yeah, especially since they're not going to have to wait for Worlds to happen, since it's happening in November.
Yeah, and then December is kind of our dead time, but also, like, December's just a hard month to do stuff. There's so many holidays.
It is a hard month. Like, we're already traveling. I'm already buying a ton of presents anyway. And then it was like having it on December 20th was really hard. Like, there was no way I was going to be able to make that. Like,
I also think there's a world where 2027 ends up starting in February instead of March. And so we get an extra month of wiggle room. If we go February, November, and then we're just off December, January, which are kind of dead months for a lot of people. There's so much going on, like, vacation-wise and family-wise, that you don't have to worry about if you go, hey, we don't want you until February. And you're done in November. Get out of here. We don't want to talk to you for 2 months. Enjoy your life. I think it's really smart.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm excited to see when Chicago is. Vegas is the only one that I just don't know if I'm going to be able to easily go to.
Really?
Yeah, same.
Not Atlanta?
Atlanta gets that extra month in the middle.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
That lets me, like, kind of prepare for it. It's this Vegas, Dallas, and I know Dallas is super easy for me.
Yeah,
so there's a world where Vegas and Dallas isn't that hard. But there's also a world where I'm like, I have to choose one.
Yeah.
And Dallas is way easier. I don't have to think about it at all. I'll just go to Dallas.
It's literally the same for me. Like, I would like to go to Vegas again, like last year,
cool.
or well, I guess
I lost $100.
2024.
It was a good time.
Hell yeah.
I could have been up at least $200, but you know, I got lost in the
stopped.
sauce. I got lost in the sauce. Okay.
I said you should stop.
I got lost in the sauce.
The sauce being
but-
gambling.
Yes,
But-
You guys lost money. I met the guy that won the Hell's Kitchen season we watched. That's dope. So,
Dang, that's
Vegas is great.
That was crazy.
Yeah. No,
Vegas
was
is goated.
Vegas was so fun. Like, I had a lot of time the last time we went to Vegas. It was my first time in Vegas. It was a great, fun time. I really enjoyed it. We also just had the Airbnb. We just drank and played pool. It was great.
Yeah,
Word,
yeah,
it was
that was
a great time.
fun.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
I would get that
so
same
great.
Is the guy
Airbnb
that we could
again.
walk to.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
True.
That was
so good.
awesome.
I was gonna say I also liked that it was in Level Up Expo. I know we're not doing that kind of stuff anymore, but it was cool to be in a convention.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I really like that part of it. I hope we do similar things. At least, like, not if it's not in the convention, like, I don't know, maybe near one. So there's like,
Like
well, I don't know. I don't know if that would work actually, because I wouldn't pay for it then. But
The other convention,
yeah, I guess my
Alright.
issue was like, it sucks. It sucked that we had to pay $80 just to play cards all day and not really be able to enjoy the convention anyway. So I feel like maybe we could get
Yeah.
more of a discount, like half off.
Pros
if
and
not more.
cons.
I mean, we got a pretty decent discount. That's like 40%, I think,
Yeah.
off the tickets of that year.
Yeah, that's still though. But yeah, it was.
But yeah, like, I
it
mean,
was
I
great.
had fun walking around with you guys at the end of, or like during Sunday when we couldn't really do much. That was, I will say that was also pre-content us. So we just
That's
went,
true. Yeah, we
okay,
had.
well, let's do anything else. Like,
Yeah.
what else were we doing with our lives? And then we walked around Level Expo and had a good time. And
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. And I think that would still be fun,
Mhm.
even as a content creator now. Even if I had to stay close to our booth, I could show these other cool things that we got to see while we were waiting.
I think if I had to pick between Vegas and Atlanta, I would probably go to Atlanta just because I've been to Vegas a lot. And I really like it, but I've been there a ton and I've only been to Atlanta a couple times and I want to go back to the aquarium.
Atlanta's
That's
cool.
fair. I never got to go to the aquarium.
It was so
True,
cool.
same.
We gotta
It's
go
a
to the
must.
aquarium.
We
It's
should try and figure out a
proven
time
you
to
go to the
do stuff.
aquarium, you
Yeah.
win the event. So it's like,
Yeah.
That's
There you
true.
go.
Actually, we have to go to the aquarium so we can win the event.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
That makes sense. That's just science.
Yeah, it
I'll
is.
smuggle in
You have to
some
buy a
eels or
dope ass
whatever
shark
to the
bag
event.
though, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah.
He also wore the hoodie. We
We
might be able to
have
just
the
get away with
hoodie.
the hoodie. We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the hoodie.
Oh.
I bought that same hoodie, but I
Jay's
didn't buy
also-
But a
I
year
didn't buy the
earlier,
shark
so
bag.
we're cooler. So it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't win, so you're not as
Didn't
cool.
win.
Well, we
we didn't
went
get the
after
shark
the
bag.
event, so
Like, and
It's
that,
true.
yeah.
Maybe it is just a shark bag. You're right. Maybe it's just a shark bag. My bad. But yeah, I'm excited for this schedule. I do think, and we've talked about previously, it really sucks that there's not really anything international going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. My conspiracy theory is that it's Riftbound is just taking up too much of their time to also try and figure out an international play, and that sucks. My hope is maybe 2027 we can kick that back into full gear too.
I'm
I
pretty
would
sure
love
that's
it
what they've
if we could.
confirmed is that I'm pretty sure they in that like Q&A that they did a while back, they were like, yeah, we're taking off this year to try to revamp it for next year. So I'm gonna be really upset if it doesn't come back next year, and
Same.
may have to. I don't know. That'd be wild if they, especially with all the, the response that they got when they originally put this out and how negative it all was. It would be crazy for them not to try to do at least something. Like, I don't know, give them at least one. Like, give them like one big one. Like, if you can't do anything, do at least one where you're like, hey, this is you guys have all your LCs and stuff. You can get your world's points there, but we're gonna have one big regional. Like, we're gonna put money into it. We're gonna say, hey, we can't do a lot of small ones, but if everybody in this area wants to come to this one big one, it's gonna be really nice. We're gonna do a thing for it. Like, give them something at least. 'Cause it's kind of crazy that like there's a whole section that doesn't get anything.
I can see a world in a future version of this, the 2027 calendar, that it notes like, hey, in October we have the round 4 regional, and it's somewhere in the United States, somewhere in the EU, somewhere in the
Oceania.
OCE.
Yeah.
And maybe EU and OCE doesn't have any other regionals, but like they get to go, this is basically your Nats. We're just bringing back the Nats format. It's not actually a Nats format, but here is big event that we're throwing for you guys.
Yeah, like they deserve like at least one big event for sure. Like yeah, like you said, like a Nats level style thing where like, yeah, you guys have done local champs throughout the year. Here's your big end of year event kind of thing. If you can't make it to the States for whatever reason, I mean, you say whatever reason, but like it's expensive. Like expecting like
that is the reason, right?
Like, yeah, like that's the thing is like they're giving away these like $100, $150 promos for winners if there's enough people that show up, but it's like that doesn't make a dent in overseas travels. Like it's crazy.
That is true. It makes a pretty good dent in continent for us. 150 is basically half about most of the time of what I have to spend to fly somewhere. I'm expecting my Chicago ticket will probably be $400, give or take. And obviously getting 150 off of that is pretty good.
It is very good.
Yeah. So
it's not amazing, but it's great. I'm like half off is still half off.
Yeah.
Something needs to happen next year with the international scene.
Overseas.
Yeah. Like 100%. Like if something doesn't happen next year, then there's gonna massive outrage. Yeah. 100%. Like
big
it was
questions.
It was
like
messed
what
up
game am I
for it
playing
to not...
next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it might go that far. It just kind of depends on what that 2027 calendar looks like.
Yeah, like this is already messed up for international players that they get left out of this year. And if they've already said that, well, we'll focus on it next year, like we'll have plans for it next year, and then they don't deliver, then it's like, all right, then what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah, well then why? So you were just lying to me to make me feel better, which definitely feels bad.
But we don't know what any of that's going to look like. We're just hoping. So
yeah, I mean, like that's 2027. That's a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Happy New Year.
I mean, I obviously had an excellent time in Scotland, so I would love for them to put on more events over there. Maybe 2027. I think I have some faith in UVS that it'll happen, especially with the feedback, that was received after that. So I can only hope that we're going to get there. I do certainly hope for that.
Same.
But I think that'll about do it for today. Pretty excited about the prizing and the 2026 being the year of Godzilla. We got some good stuff to look forward to. I think there might be another set coming out this year, but honestly, who cares? Like,
there's 2 more sets.
yeah,
coming
who
out this year.
cares? Who's really thinking about
I
those?
do.
Haven't heard of anything.
Wait, what are they called? What are the sets?
There's Tekken.
No one
which is gonna be
cares.
this-
No one
Tekken 8
cares.
comes out.
Not
as a full
Godzilla.
set, which will be cool.
Not
Yeah,
Godzilla.
it's coming out, and then Fairy Tail at the end.
Not
of this year.
Godzilla.
And Fairy Tail as a full set manga edition comes out. I know at least one guy who's going to be joining us at that time. We might be able to get him to come to Atlanta. We'll see.
Damn, I can't even meme about not caring because I actually am excited for Tekken and Fairy Tail. I can't even play
I'm so excited for my friend
Yeah,
that
me
I'm
too.
just I don't love Fairy Tail, but I'm just okay, man.
I
Hey,
know.
Fairy Tail's gonna come out in a couple months.
Yeah.
You want to read Fairy Tail or watch Fairy Tail with me, so you can be hype, and then I'll get
Mhm.
hype with you.
Yeah,
Hasn't
But,
he
yeah.
already
That's
watched
what I'm
all
gonna
of Fairy
do all
Tail?
of August, probably.
yeah. Pretty sure he's watched all of Fairy Tail.
Unless we're
Yeah,
talking
I
about
think-
different people.
Probably, maybe. Multiple friends really like the IP.
I think it's going to be a
Yeah.
big year. It's going to be a big year for
Yes.
UVS. I think it's going to be a big year for Response on Play, and I really hope it's a big year for you guys too. I hope everybody gets what they want, unless it is bad, and then I hope you don't get that.
Fair.
Anyway, I've been Steph. Year of Godzilla is commencing as of now.
Andrew, go next.
Brian, I think that's another kaiju over there.
And I'm James. I'm just the other guy.